Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be going over a new mod for The Sims 4, which is great for players who want to have more options for personality for their Sims. So today we're going to be going over a trait bundle pack that adds over 30 new traits for your Sim. So as someone who is kind of always on the lookout for new custom traits for The Sims 4, I love finding new trait mods and custom traits to show you guys. And this is one mod that I have used before and I'm familiar with the creator. So I thought that it could be fun to look over this mod together in a video in case you aren't familiar with it. So I thought that we could take a look at the Patreon post to see some of the traits that come along with this bundle, as well as just some more information in general on this mod. Before we get into it though, I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video, comment, and maybe subscribe if you like Sims content. I post a lot of reviews and custom content hauls on my channel. But anyway, like I said, we're going to be looking at a trait bundle pack. And so this has about 32 traits for your Sims from various different categories of types of traits. So if you want to download just like one singular mod that will add a ton of different traits, this is a pretty good option. I also have posted a few other videos of some different trait packs in the past that have multiple traits. This one I think is a nice in-between. I posted one that has like a lot of traits, like over 100, and then I posted some that just have like a handful of traits. I feel like this is a nice in-between as far as the amount of traits that it comes with. It also has a few at the top. There's a few teen traits. These are particularly for your teenage Sims. So I thought that we could just kind of like briefly go over a few of the traits that come along with this pack. Also, one thing about this trait pack that I really like is they have these like custom logos, which I think are, personally, when I first found this mod a while ago, I was really drawn to the icons for the traits because the art that's used, I think, is just really cute. It does sort of stand out in comparison to the existing traits in game, so that could potentially bother some people. It doesn't bother me though, because I don't know, I think it looks cute. But to start off with, we have a few, like I mentioned, there's a few traits for your teen Sim. So we have the nerd trait and the avant-garde trait. So as you can see though, they're kind of surrounding different hobbies. So this one's obviously for like painting and art, whereas this one's more for like video games, as well as, you know, kind of liking to do homework, liking a clean environment. And so these traits will impact your Sims. And as you can see, there's moodlets that will show up, new interactions. So it's always nice when your traits actually will impact your gameplay. So as you can see, it does do some of that. And then we have some more traits, particularly for your teen Sims. And so I don't actually play a ton with teenagers, honestly, but this is pretty cute if you play with teenage Sims because you can give them, because then you have traits that are specifically made with sort of teens in mind. So there's like 4 traits for your teenage Sims. And then the rest, of course, also most of these you can probably give to teens as well, but these are just more generally just for your Sims overall. So now we're kind of getting into the rest of the traits. So we have the Dreamer trait. And once again, you kind of see how this does actually impact your Sim, and you'll have lots of different moodlets that will come up depending on what trait you assign them. So, and I personally really like the descriptions just because I feel like they're all pretty like very specific, I guess. So this one, for example, so the Sims with this trait have their heads in the clouds. They live in a world of fantasy, one who is impractical and unrealistic. Dreamers are usually lonely. They find their happiness in reading or writing a book, in music, or anything that can make them escape the world. So that's actually like, that feels like very descriptive, especially when you compare it to a lot of like the in-game traits that are just kind of like, you know, I personally feel like these traits go into a lot of like add a lot more depth. And a lot of them do feel like very specific, which I kind of like for my personal gameplay style, I guess. But then we have some more, I'm going to kind of read through some ones that kind of call out to me. So of course, I love the grumpy trait. I love having a good grumpy Sim. But so Sims with a grumpy trait get easily mad and pissed off. They will say things that everyone is too scared to say. They will punch to attack, so don't mess with them because they are known as bad Sims. So this is kind of fun if you kind of want maybe to give your Sim maybe some more negative qualities. And then this is actually basically a vegan slash cruelty-free trait, which is kind of a step up from the vegetarian trait. And going down the list, we also have, this is one trait that I really like because this is for Sims who stutter. So if you want to say maybe like a lot of times maybe for like storytelling, maybe you want to have a Sim who stutters, then that's another trait that comes with this pack. And I feel like that could add a lot of potential for the types of Sims that you can make. And then, you know, we have some kind of more hobby themed traits because all of those I believe were emotional traits. And then this section we get down to hobbies. So we have, you know, liking basketball, enjoying gaming. Then we have like cute things like this where it's like your Sim loves sweets. So they enjoy baking and eating all sorts of cakes and pies, and they excel in the gourmet and baking skills. So little stuff like that I feel like can definitely add a little bit more character to your Sims. And so we have like moodlets coming up, and we have makeup enthusiasts, as well as really loving movies, social media addict, you know, just a lot of things to do with, you know, your Sims hobbies. Being handy, which honestly, I forget that's not, that feels like something that should be a trait in The Sims 4, but I guess it's not like already an existing trait for the base game. I mean, I guess there are similar, I think the Eco Lifestyle pack might have something similar to that, like something kind of along those lines of handy, but not quite. But yeah, so they have the trait handy. And then down here we have lifestyle focused traits. So we have, you know, people who like going to the club. So Sims with this trait are flirty. They love to go on dates, party hard, and they enjoy spending their time at clubs and bars and drinking and dancing till the morning. You can see how this impacts and will result in your Sim having certain moodlets. So like, for example, because the Sim has the club goer trait, they want to party, and that can kind of, you can kind of have that influence your gameplay. And then I personally like this trait, just being addicted to coffee because, yeah, same. But so Sims with this trait are addicted to coffee and can't stop drinking it. So they tend to be emotional, lazy, and energized at the same time. And then this is cute because we have like having your favorite season. So maybe your Sim really loves the fall or they love the winter. So, and as you can see, they'll be excited for and looking forward to fall if they have that trait, or vice versa. Or like if they like winter, they'll be excited when it's about to be winter. And we have summer lover. And then you can see that they don't like feeling cold if they really like the summer. They hate the freezing weather. And then, you know, of course, we have spring as well. And going downward and going on, we have, you know, Sims who have a healthy lifestyle. So they love to meditate, practice yoga. You also have this trait right here, which I think is pretty cool. If you have, I don't know if you have to have the jungle adventure pack, but this is for basically having roots in that culture. And so you can kind of add that as well if you want, once again, to have a little bit more storytelling involved. And then we have star quality, tea drinker. There's just a ton of different types of traits. And then we have some slightly a little bit more negative traits. We have like being an unfaithful Sim. So, and the guilty trait, as well as a guilty trait. So guilty Sims are sad, live in the past. They keep regretting over and over again anything they have done or said before. It keeps haunting them, you know. So once again, kind of having more options for maybe some more negative trait. We have a gold digger trait. This could be kind of fun if you're maybe a fun trait if you're maybe doing a little bit more of a chaotic gameplay. So the only path of wealth for this selfish Sim is to find a rich person to marry. So, and then lastly, we have social traits. So there's some cute ones with this. So we have the bubbly trait. So these Sims excel in charisma and make friends very easily. And we have the socially anxious trait as well. And then we also have supernatural fan. So if you want your sim to really like the idea of supernaturals and might want to become one, might want to marry one, then that trait would maybe suit that sim. But yeah, so that's the 32 traits that come with this trait bundle pack. So as you can see, it comes with quite a few. But I hope that this video was helpful, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I will have the link for this trait bundle pack for you guys below in the description if you want to download it for yourself and try out some new custom traits for The Sims 4. I hope you guys liked the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. So thank you so much for watching.